The only proof that they have is a generic warhead.
Wait, no, wait.
Argument?
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean? Russian media alleged that the fragments closely resemble the concrete-piercing Beta B-500 aerial bomb. Now, I don't know if I don't know fuck all. This looks like a bomb that's just dropped from a plane.
Sure. What about it?
So, wouldn't we know if there were like planes in the air? Is that even happening right now? Are there planes that are just like dropping bombs like this?
Yeah, of course. There's Russian planes.
Oh wait, this was over Kiev. Wait, so you're claiming there were Russian planes flying over Kiev? Are there air missions?
No.
I was convinced that I was not looking at debris from the Kinzhal missile. And if you follow me on Twitter, you probably saw my tweet to that effect. After I went ahead and tweeted to the world that I didn't think this footage was real, I found some evidence that suggested that it, in fact, is. That the footage does indeed show internal components from a Kinzhal missile.
What do you think about Russia initially lying and saying it was a Beta B bomb?
Yeah, they said it. Can I get the proof of the Kinzhal being shot down?
ABS systems can't do it.
Okay.
That's the whole point of them being hypersonic. Is that
No, you fucking dipshit. I'm not saying you can track the missile. I'm not saying.
Okay, talk to chat. I'm not done. Okay, all right. I just want to watch this because it's gonna be 2 hours of this. Ukrainian officials would not comment on what the Kinzhals hit or how much damage they did, though one previous Kinzhal strike targeted a field depot. U.S. Air Force General Todd Walters described using the missile as an attempt to put fear into the hearts of Ukrainians rather than hitting military targets. So did the strike really signal Russia's superiority in hypersonic missile technology? And is the Kinzhal truly the unstoppable Mach 10 superweapon that Kremlin supporters claim? A peek behind the curtain shows that things are not quite what they seem. In 2018, Russian President Vladimir Putin gave a speech announcing a slew of new weapons to defeat American anti-missile technology. That included 3 hypersonic weapons, one of which was a new missile called Kinzhal, or Dagger. Kinzhal, or Dagger, launched from a jet fighter to attack ground targets and ships. The missile, flying at a hypersonic speed 10 times faster than the speed of sound, can also maneuver at all phases of its flight trajectory. Remember, this is a key part of a true hypersonic weapon. Putin said, which also allows it to overcome all existing and, I think, prospective anti-aircraft and anti-missile defense systems, delivering nuclear and conventional warheads to a range of over 2,000 kilometers, or 1,200 miles. Kinzhal is nothing more than an air-launched ballistic missile, but Western analysts already knew about this missile, which has the NATO reporting name Killjoy. They were not impressed with Putin's attempt at rebranding. Kinzhal is nothing more than an air-launched ballistic missile, Jeffrey Lewis, PhD, of the James Martin Center for Non-Proliferation Studies in Monterey, California, tells Popular Mechanics. It's only hypersonic in the sense that pretty much all ballistic missiles are hypersonic. Siddharth Kaushal, PhD, of the UK-based defense think tank RUSI, is similarly doubtful about the hypersonic label. It doesn't meet the maneuverability criteria for being a true hypersonic weapon, he tells Popular Mechanics. Their doubts are rooted in the Kinzhal's lineage. It is an air-launched version of a ground-launched Iskander ballistic missile, with only fairly minor modifications for the new launch method. It was first seen in 2010 proposals for a weapon to be carried by a MiG-31 Foxhound fighter. The Iskander system has been in service since 2006, transported and launched from a giant 8x8 high-mobility military truck. Putting it on an aircraft allows the missile to be rapidly deployed to a theater of operations. Iskander refers to the missile plus its launch system. The missile itself is technically a 9M723, a short-range ballistic missile carrying 1,000 pounds of high-explosive or a small nuclear warhead. The rocket flies on a quasi-ballistic trajectory, meaning that rather than traveling on a smooth curve like a cannonball, it makes random minor course changes so its path cannot be predicted. This makes it difficult to intercept, but this is not the same as being able to maneuver. Steering at hypersonic speed is a cool trick, says Lewis, who is also the founding publisher of ArmsControlWonk.com, the first blog on arms control, disarmament, and non-proliferation. It is only possible with improvements in guidance and material science. The quasi-ballistic approach is hardly unique. Others, such as the U.S. Army's ATACMS, ATACMS missile, do the same thing. The air-launched Iskander variant entered service with Russian forces in 2017 with a dedicated squadron of MiG-31s retasked as missile carriers. Originally developed as an interceptor, the MiG-31 is one of the fastest combat aircraft in the world with a top speed of over Mach 2.8 compared to Mach 2.5 for the USAF, the U.S. Air Force F-22 Raptor, and an ability to reach over 80,000 feet. This makes it ideal for launching missiles at high speed and altitude. However, the size of the Kinzhal means that each MiG-31 can only carry one. Little attention has been paid to the Kinzhal until Putin's speech and his attempt to paint it as a radical step forward. Mudahar blocked by Logan Paul. Damn. Yoink, hold on. Yoinking that image for tomorrow. Hypersonic, or just hype? Hypersonic, get it? As Lewis notes, anything which travels at more than Mach 5 is hypersonic in a narrow dictionary sense. This would include the complete range of intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, as well as the original Iskander. In aerospace circles, though, the term hypersonic is used more specifically for vehicles which can maneuver freely at over Mach 5 inside Earth's atmosphere, not for those that can only make minor course corrections. There are two classes of hypersonic vehicles. Hypersonic glide vehicles, HGV, are essentially new warheads for ICBMs. Re-entering the atmosphere at high speed, they can veer away from their original aim point, making it impossible to tell where they're headed. Russia is developing an HGV known as Avangard for its RS-28 Satan ICBM. Hypersonic cruise missiles have an air-breathing propulsion system, typically a form of ramjet, giving them very high speed powered flight. This is more challenging than gliding. Maintaining engine ignition in hypersonic flight has been compared to keeping a match lit in a tornado and is still some years away. To meet that criteria to be classified as an HGV or HCM, a missile has to be highly maneuverable, Kaushal explains. Everything I've seen indicates Kinzhal is just an air-launched Iskander, a quasi-ballistic missile. A 2020 NATO report notes that the missile is often included in discussions of hypersonics, but concludes Kinzhal is not generally characterized as a hypersonic weapon. Faster than a speeding bullet. Putin's claim... Hold on, here's a question. When something gets to Mach 1, and then it goes up to Mach 2, it's not Kinzhal, it's ZH like Xena? Kinzhal? I don't know what the difference is. When something breaks a sound barrier and there's like a sonic boom, when it comes slower than the speed of sound, does it also make another sonic boom? The sonic boom is continuous while the plane is supersonic. Is that true? Is the sonic boom continuous while plane is supersonic? It's continually generating shockwaves. Huh. Faster than a speeding bullet. Putin's claim of Mach 10 for the Kinzhal sounds impressive. It translates to more than 2 miles per second, 4 times the speed of a typical .308 high-velocity rifle round. But this seems unlikely. The Iskander that Kinzhal is based on is believed to reach Mach 6 or 7, or possibly less. The U.S. database of Russian missiles quotes the Iskander's burnout speed, that is, the speed at the moment the rocket stops providing thrust, as Mach 5.9. The Kinzhal appears to have the same engine as the Iskander, so the performance would be similar. When you've got the same rocket motor, it shouldn't be physically possible to go that much faster, Lewis says. This statement sounds not true, but okay. Meanwhile, technically not go that much faster. That's probably true. Meanwhile, Kaushal believes that a launch from a high-speed aircraft at altitude should help a little. My sense is that it has more speed than the ground-launched version, and their speed claims are not entirely fantastical, Kaushal says, but they may be on the high side. Claims elsewhere on the internet of speeds of Mach 12 or more for Kinzhal can be discounted. And even Mach 10 is, at the moment, Putin's unsupported assertion. U.S. intelligence agencies know exactly how fast Kinzhal travels, having tracked the missile fired in Ukraine in real time. So far, they've not publicly shared that information. In fact, Kinzhal is not that fast as far as missiles go. Broadly speaking, the bigger a missile, the greater the speed and range it has. For example, the United States Air Force's 36-ton Minuteman III ICBM has a top speed of over Mach 23. Still dangerous. None of this should detract from the fact that Kinzhal is still dangerous. It may not be able to turn on a dime, but it's still very difficult to intercept, Lewis says, but at the same time, that's true of any ballistic missile. He notes that while Ukrainian forces have had considerable success with shooting down Russian drones and cruise missiles, they've had trouble with other ballistic missiles, including the Iskander. Even the introduction of Patriot missiles may not change this, and half a ton of explosives arriving at high speed can do some real damage. Kinzhal is a precision weapon, able to strike key targets such as command centers, and Kaushal notes that its high speed means it can penetrate even deeply buried bunkers. However, this requires good intelligence about target locations. Kinzhal. Is it Kinzhal? Bonjour. Kinzhal. Kinzhal missiles. Wild how the U.S. admits they're behind in hypersonic weapons. Do you really think the U.S. is behind in military tech from Russia? Look, there he is. Oh, that is true, actually. Would we need hypersonic missiles? My understanding is
No.
Hold on one second. My understanding is with the way that the F-35s operate right now, can you basically just like, could you just basically fly into a country, bomb shit, and fly away, and they would have no idea at any point? I don't know if the I don't know what the Russian, well, maybe intelligence and air bases or whatever, but is there currently a way to detect an F-35 that's like flying over like in your airspace at certain altitudes? Because I heard that the F-35 cross section on the bodies is like the size of a bumblebee. Like it's like retardedly difficult to track. But I don't know if I don't know how advanced, like there must be things other than radar and stuff too, I guess, for tracking planes and whatnot, I would imagine, but I'm not sure. F-35s don't carry nukes. You can't shoot down a regular ballistic missile until it's terminal. Before that, you can split it into 30, 35 targets. Do normal ballistic missiles split? I thought those were only the ICBMs that merved out. Or I could be wrong, I don't know. Okay, what do you want to, let's go. What do you want to talk about?
Hello.
Hello.
So you're reading some article about the King Roll? Yeah?
Oh shit, I only read half of it. I thought it was the end. Yeah, what about it?
Did you change your mind on whether it was shut down, or didn't you go over the evidence that they provided or not?
I think this article just describes the missile. This wasn't one going over the evidence, but go
Yeah,
ahead.
when I say they, I mean Ukraine.
Link it in chat.
Sorry. Oh, okay.
Fuck. Hold on, give me like 15 minutes, okay? Get all your evidence ready, okay? Be hype.
Hold up. Man. Yo?
Okay, what do you want?
Well, I don't want anything. I just thought because
Okay, well, listen, I have a debate tomorrow that
yeah,
I'm
and
not even
I
fucking
swear I
prepared
gotta
for.
go.
You fucked me over for, so, yeah.
No, no. Well, you will win regardless, right? And
Not on this one, but we'll see.
oh no! Oh no! Our debate is broken. What happened? Wait, the answer actually study?
It's the guy's name is Ryan Dawson. He's like we'll figure it out. I've got 6 hours tomorrow to study, so we'll see what happens. All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot for.
You got this. See you, man.
Yeah, thanks. Have fun. Stay safe. Be careful.
Thank you, man. Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
Bye, man.
Anytime, dude. Bye.
Bye.
Fuck me. I wonder if Vim is still in that channel. He is. He's still there. Do we have time to do this? I just closed Vim. Are you still here?
Yeah, I am here.
Okay. What's your what's your problem? Okay, give me the evidence that it's fake.
Yeah, so can we go over this
Yeah?
calmly?
I'm so calm.
Okay, so open this page here. I'm gonna link it everything in DGG. Did you open the page?
Yep. Okay. What about it?
Okay, there's this Control F on May, for May.
Far
There's
May?
the first claim. Yeah, the number for May. Yeah.
Far May is a number?
No, 4 is a number. May is a month.
You want me to control F far May?
Yeah, the number 4.
I don't know what far May is.
Okay.
Oh, 4.
Okay.
4. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 May. Okay.
Yeah.
On the 4th of May, 2023, at about 2:40 a.m. over Kiev, One KH-47M2 missile was claimed to be shot down by the Ukrainian air defenses using an MIM-104 Patriot missile defense system. According to CNN, can I just finish reading the paragraph? Let me just read the paragraph. Okay. According to CNN, the Patriot system's ability to stop an air-launched hypersonic missile was considered to be only theoretical before the claimed interception. On the 9th of May 2023, Patrick S. Ryder, a Pentagon spokesman, confirmed that Ukraine downed the hypersonic missile. On the 10th of May 2023, Vitaly Klitschko showed fragments of the alleged downed Kinzhal missile for Bild journalists in Kiev. Russian media alleged that the fragments closely resembled the concrete-piercing Beta B-500 SHP aerial bomb.
Okay, the second part is relevant also, but I want to focus on this one
Okay,
first.
let me read the second paragraph real quick. On the 16th of May,
no,
2020... Well, let me just
my-
read it. You always get mad when I want to read things. We have all the time in the world. Let me just read it, okay? On the
It's
16th of May,
because-
2023, Ukraine claimed to have intercepted 6 Kinzhal missiles fired at Kiev overnight. Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu denied the Ukrainian claims, saying that not that many Kinzhal missiles had been fired at all. The Russian Defense Ministry claimed to have destroyed a U.S.-built Patriot surface-to-air missile defense system with a Kinzhal missile the same night. U.S. officials confirmed that the Patriot system was damaged, but said that the damage was minimal and the battery had been fully operational after minor repairs. Neither the U.S. nor Ukrainian officials confirmed whether the damage was due to falling debris or another cause. Okay.
Okay, so the first one was on day 4, yeah, of May. It was one missile, yeah,
Okay.
and then these on the fragments that were shown to a German newspaper, and then to CNN, and then after that to other media, right? So the first claim, the first day, one Kinzhal, and then on the 12 days later, 6 Kinzhals in one night, right?
Okay.
According to the article, in one night, 6 Kinzhals. So we're gonna watch this video now. Where is it? From the here. I'm gonna link it in DGG.
Okay.
We can watch the just half of the video or the whole
Tonight-
video.
I'll times to it. I'll times to it, okay? Here we go.
Yeah.
It's life or death. In fact, it's life or death every single night across so much of this country. And
The
the Ukrainians
person
I
on
spoke with
the
today
left-
were facing that.
What?
Is the person on the left on the interview is the person who shot down the Kinzhal
Okay.
supposedly. And what they'll show is a missile.
Wait, why not
according
just
to-
let me just watch it?
Yeah,
I don't know why you
just
feel like you
watch
have to
it, yeah.
prime the fuck out of everything. Let me just watch it. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Directly on top of their battery when one of Putin's hypersonic Kinzhal missiles was directly aimed at them. He's been trying to aim at those Patriot systems. Those missiles travel, he says, 10 times the speed of sound, 5 times the speed of sound. Point is, they're the best he's got. And what they do, the people operating the Patriot missile systems that the United States has provided, they shoot them down using the U.S. Patriot missiles, the batteries that are now here in Ukraine. All right, so this is the Kinzhal, the first one shot down.
Yeah.
This is it, huh?
This is my work. This is destroyed hypersonic missile Kinzhal, and you see,
Got it right in the middle.
yes,
Right in the middle.
yes, very way in middle, yeah. This place where Patriot's missile interceptor this missile.
Tell me about that night. What was it like that night when you're waiting and then you hear a Kinzhal is coming into Ukraine?
Тієї ночі, коли росіяни здійснили
That night, when Russians hit with the supersonic Kinzhal missile, we detected it on Patriot's radar and we were following it. After that, the missile was intercepted and destroyed. It was a very effective interception. It happened very fast. Patriot's system worked because I think it is the best anti-aircraft missile system. It is not a problem.
How did you feel that night? Were you, I don't know what the right word is, but it must have been incredibly intense and maybe even feeling nervous to see whether everything would work and you could take out a missile. I mean, this missile is the fastest missile they have, right? It can be equipped with a nuclear warhead. It can, I mean, this is the best Russia has.
після того, як ми дізналися, що ми були саме
After we got confirmation that it was a Kinzhal that we just shot down, first of all, it was a feeling of happiness. We felt proud, and we felt relieved that by the means of our Patriot system, we could intercept the missiles we were told were impossible to intercept.
Tell me about your training.
we trained in Fort Sill 2 months, and 1 month we are training in Europe. It's very interesting part of our life. Дякуючи тому, що наша команда має
It was a very exciting learning, taking into consideration the fact that our team is very experienced in working with the Soviet anti-aircraft missile systems. We had some base knowledge, and thanks to our experienced instructors, we were able to learn this anti-aircraft missile system very fast. This is the new era equipment, so it's impossible to compare it to our old Soviet equipment.
When we met, Mikhail and Volodymyr, obviously I saw your faces, but now talking, you're wearing the
Old
balaclava
Soviet.
cover. And tell me why that is. It's not just that the Russians
What?
want
Nothing.
Okay.
Just
to find the Patriots
Just
and target
watch
them. They would also want to target you and your team.
про те, що ми зараз знаходимося в Балаклавах, це очевидно, тому що
Human resources are very important. For Ukraine, it is a very important part. These are the people who went to the United States to learn this system. Those who were chosen were the best of the best. It is a very important resource. What I'm trying to say is that not only the system matters, but also the people who know how to operate it. This is why we covered our faces so we won't be recognized.
Дати ні одному шансу.
We do not want to give the Russians any chance to figure out where our system is located.
How close is the bond between Mikhail and Vladimir, between you two and the others on your team?
Вважайте, що ви найкращі друзі.
Think of us as best friends. We are like one family. We have a very positive attitude among our servicemen. We know what an important mission we are a part of. We learned together in the US. We are living together now. So every serviceman that is with us right now is a part of a family.
Of course, out here in the dark, in Ukraine, they're awake right now. They're a unit of about 90, awake, prepared to intercept missiles, which can come in, of course, so many on any night here.
Okay. All right. Now what?
Okay, is it? There's a delay on the stream, but okay. So, what did they show in this video? They said it's a missile, right? The guy on the left shot it down. He received training for 3 months with NATO. Yeah, he was trained already on Warsaw Pact stuff, on Soviet stuff from the Ukrainian military, and he presented a missile, supposedly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not a missile. That's a warhead. That's the first issue. The second issue is that there's no such thing as a Kinjal warhead. It's just a warhead, right? It's a generic warhead that any missile can carry. The third issue is that the only thing that they showed for proof of this, of the 7 Kinjals from that month, plus all the other ones that they've been supposedly shooting down, is just this fucking warhead that they claim is a missile.
Okay, when they claim
do you
it's
see
a
the issue
missile,
here?
do you think they might just no? Do you think they might just be speaking like casually?
Yeah, the issue is that
Like for instance, I've heard like
Is-
physicians talk about like you can give somebody AIDS. Like I've heard a physician say that
that's-
before. It's not really true. You give somebody
the-
HIV, but like I would never say that like you know you transfer HIV and not AIDS, right?
I
Or
get-
like there
I
are
get
police
what you-
officers that train every day with their weapon that still call them clips. It's not a clip; it's a magazine. But they're like
yeah, I understand. The issue is that the only thing that they have is a warhead, right? And this is there's no such thing as a Kinjal warhead. It's just a fucking warhead.
sure, but they're claiming
There's
they
no-
intercepted it. So you're just saying they're all lying about it. So the Pentagon and these guys are lying about their interception.
So what I'm saying is that they claim to shoot down 6 fucking Kinjals in one night, plus the other one, the first one, in another day. Meanwhile, the only proof that they have is a generic fucking warhead. Could
Well,
be from
it's
any
not going
missile.
to be just the warhead. It's going to be whatever recon and surveillance systems the United States and arguably Ukraine is using at the time as well, right?
Okay, is there any reason to believe this? Is this just pure fucking conjecture, or
Is there any
there
reason to
any
believe
evidence?
this?
yeah?
I mean, if you lie about it, it'd probably look bad. I don't know why you would lie
If you
about
get caught,
Yeah.
lying about it, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter because people already believe the shit. So
So
not
you think
really.
that okay, so your story is they're just lying about all of this, but they're making it up to feel good? Okay.
No, they're lying about the.
Okay.
the
So then at the
capability
end
of
of
the
all of
system.
this, so
So I can't explain.
well,
They're lying about the capability.
you're about to
to-
give me a bunch of conjecture. You don't have any proof
to-
that any of this is a lie. You have nothing, right? It's just you
So-
just think they're lying and you think the Pentagon's lying.
Yeah, the only thing that they presented is a fucking generic warhead, right? There's no reason to believe it came from a Kinjal. There's not a single fucking piece of
Well,
a
the
Kinjal.
reason why, well,
They-
first, I don't even know if there would be pieces of the actual missile, right?
So, do you know what happens when you shoot down a missile?
I
You
don't
think
know
it
what happens
just
to
fucking
anything that gets
disintegrates
hit
it?
at when it's moving at Mach 5? Maybe. I don't know. That's a really fucking fast-moving missile.
And the warhead is stronger than the fucking missile? This is just so fucking retarded.
Wait,
You-
hold on.
you're
Wait,
telling me that
hold on.
the
Wait.
missile-
Stop. Okay.
Yeah.
Stop making assumptions because I have a feeling you have just as little information about this as I do. So you just said that's so. Wait. You just said you think a warhead is stronger than a missile? I don't know. It might be. It might be that the complex machinery needed to fire a rocket and the fuselage or the structure needed to maintain a missile that might actually be way more easily disintegratable than an actual warhead that contains like
Yeah.
explosive. I don't know if that's true or not. Do you know if that's true? And can you show me that that's true?
The issue is that they're claiming that this shit is a missile, and the only thing that they've shown is a warhead. They didn't show anything. They didn't show video of it being shot
hold
down.
on.
They
Are
didn't
you
show
having
piece
a
of the-
vegan gains moment? Are you gonna?
I
Wait.
don't-
Here's a question. I'll keep a notepad right now. I'm curious. How many more times you're gonna repeat that same point? I'll write it
until
down
you
here.
address it.
Well, I can't address it, right? What I'm saying is that, hold on, only shot down.
Yeah, you can't
Only
address it.
show warhead. I think you've said this 2 times. We'll see how many times you bring this up. Okay, so the claim is going to be that Ukraine can see the speed of the missile fired, and that the United States has surveillance and they can see the speed of the missile fired. It feels like Ukraine and the United States are claiming that it was one of these Kinzhal missiles. Now, apparently Russia denied 2 weeks later that 6 of those missiles were shot down. Doesn't seem like they denied the one on the 4th, did they? Or is that just not on
They
the...
did. They did. I can get it.
Russian media alleged that the fragments closely resemble
Doesn't seem
concrete.
like what the fuck.
Is this a bomb that's dropped straight down, or does this have a propulsion system on the end, guys? I have no idea.
For the Kinjal, it's just the.
I'm asking
warhead,
about this
I
Beta
believe.
B500 concrete piercing
That's some
bomb.
other bullshit.
Well, but that's what Russia claims that it was. It's a dumb dropping
there's-
bomb. Oh, gotcha.
So just to clear this up, you don't even deny that it's a warhead, right? You deny that it's a Kinjal warhead.
I don't think there's a
anything
such
that's-
thing as a Kinjal warhead. Kinjal
Yeah,
is a. It
that's
seems like
a
it's
trap.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's not a trap, right? You're just
I
relying on.
tried.
You're relying on the layman's terms of like. I'm sure they know it's a warhead.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a special fucking warhead. Yeah, my point is that it's a generic warhead.
Sure, it is a generic warhead, but they're claiming because of the notification from the Patriot missile system, and the Pentagon seems to confirm as well that it came from a Kinjal missile system, right?
Yeah, but these are claims, right? And what they presented is just a warhead. I have nothing to go by.
Okay, let's
right?
say they'd made the claim and there was no pictures at all. Do you think they would? Would you just not believe that as well?
I think if they claimed it and didn't show anything, I would be more willing to believe it than if what happened, which was they claimed it and they showed some fucking random shit that doesn't prove anything, right?
You don't think
Why
they're just
bother
showing the
show
warhead that came from the missile?
Do I have a reason to believe that? It's a fucking
No,
warhead
but you
that
said
was shot down.
you said you'd have a bigger reason to believe if they showed nothing at all.
Yeah, I would be more open to the idea if there was a mystery to it, right? Because they could claim that we can show it because it would give Russia info on how it was shot down. But they first they didn't do it, and then a month later, in that CNN interview, they showed the warhead, right?
Okay. So then the whole conversation here was just that you just think the
My point is
Ukraine and the
that-
US are lying.
Do you have anything to go against this? Because you just keep saying, "Oh, okay, you think they're lying." I've been presented with a claim, and then they give me some fucking warhead as proof of the claim.
Well, the more
It's a
important claim is going to be, the more important claim is going to be the Pentagon saying that it got shot down. I don't know if I would even rely necessarily on Ukrainian intelligence.
Yeah, I don't understand why this is proof. I just don't understand.
Well, it's not proof. It's just a claim by the U.S. government. But
I
I guess you could just think they're
understand.
lying.
Yeah,
What do
I
you think the
understand
warhead they're
it gives
showing us
some-
then? Where do you think it came from?
Some other missile, probably.
Okay,
The
that
thing they
Beta
shot
B
down
thing
fucking-
is that looks like a bomb that's just dropped from a plane. Is that do
It-
they
it
even
looks
do that
like it.
anymore?
It looks like it. Yeah, but it looks like it. What the
Wait,
fuck
no,
is
no, no,
this
no, wait.
argument?
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean? Russian media alleged that the
What-
fragments closely resemble the concrete piercing Beta B500 aerial bomb. Now, I don't know if I don't know fuck all. This looks like a bomb that's just dropped from a plane.
Sure. What about it?
So wouldn't we know if there were like planes in the air? Just are there even? Is that even happening right now? Are there planes that are just like dropping bombs like this?
Um, yeah, of course. There's Russian planes.
Oh wait, this was over Kiev. Wait, so you're claiming there were Russian planes flying over Kiev? Are there air missions?
No.
Okay, but
Excuse me.
that's what the Russian
What-
state
what
media
I'm
is claiming.
claiming- Yeah. No. They're claiming that it comes from this bomb, right?
Yes.
Yeah. This is very sneaky. You're saying that the Russian claim is that they fucking launched this fucking bomb. That's not the claim. The claim is that it comes from that bomb, right?
Oh, so you're saying they just grabbed a random warhead, shot a hole in it, and then is showing
Not
this?
random. One that could pass as a missile, or could pass as some sort of warhead that could be from the Kinshal.
Do you agree that it would be really fucking stupid to show something that's obviously like a lie? Wait, what's all this debris
really
and shit?
Fucking stupid.
Wait, what's the
to
stuff in the?
show
Wait, what's the
fucking-
stuff in the back
Where?
of the picture on Wikipedia?
There's a video from the German interview. There's like more stuff on the back from other. It's like a little expo.
Wait, can you show me
more
the?
stuff.
Wait, can you show me that video?
I think yeah, I have it open. I think. Let me get it. I have it right here. I'm gonna upload it. It's in German though, but we can watch it here in chat. There was the German interview from the Wikipedia article.
Bis zu 8000 Kilometer schnell. Und das ist
Wahnsinn.
auch kann
Ist das das?
Wait, is this the Kinjal missile in the back?
Where?
Is that what this debris is back here?
No. They have any? Did they showcase it as that? No, they showed the fucking warhead, right?
Well, because a warhead might look more intimidating to have on camera.
Yeah. So like,
I was convinced that I was not looking at-
because I know what you're doing.
Okay,
Go
hold on.
on
Give me.
Google and
Wait. Give me.
Google-
Hold
go
on.
on
Give me.
Google
Give me
and
3
Google
minutes. Give me 3
fucking
minutes. Give me
Kinzhal
3 minutes.
missile.
We need-
It's giant.
Give me
It's a
3
giant
minutes.
fucking missile.
Okay, hold on.
news outlets, as well as the comment sections under just about any content you can find online about this Kinzhal intercept. In fact, regardless of what I say from here, you can rest assured that you'll find plenty of people advancing that narrative, either honestly or otherwise, in the comments below this very video. And here's the thing. I get it. In fact, the first few times that I watched these videos, I was convinced that I was not looking at debris from the Kinzhal missile. And if you follow me on Twitter, you probably saw my tweet to that effect. Of course, if Ronsheimer's videos weren't really of Kinzhal debris, that wouldn't mean for sure that the intercept didn't happen. It would just mean that either Ronsheimer or the officials he spoke to weren't very trustworthy and were just chasing some clout for themselves. But as is bound to happen from time to time, after I went ahead and tweeted to the world that I didn't think this footage was real, I found some evidence that suggested that it, in fact, is. You see, it turns out there's good reason for many of us to think that nose cone looked too small. It's because it's not a nose cone. And maybe we're all a little too quick to think that we can be experts in assessing ballistic missile intercept debris via Twitter. In my research, I found my way to the Twitter account of one John Ridge, who then graciously pointed me toward the analysis work of a Ukrainian specialist named Andrei Tarasenko. Now, in my efforts to vet Tarasenko's credibility, I found a wide range of news outlets citing him as an expert in defense technology with a heavy emphasis on armored vehicles. And when I say wide range, I mean it. He hasn't just been cited by Western outlets like the BBC, but also by Russian outlets like Sputnik. And Tarasenko's analysis of the wreckage offers some interesting conclusions. As Tarasenko explains, the nose cone we see in the video isn't a nose cone at all, but rather part of the weapon's internal warhead assembly. Now, I'm not going to directly quote Tarasenko because his work is in Russian and the translation's a bit clunky, but in a series of tweets posted on Wednesday, May 10th, he offers an in-depth analysis of the wreckage, drawing direct comparisons to previously confirmed Kinzhal wreckage from a failed launch and public information about the Kinzhal's design. Ultimately, Tarasenko concludes that the footage does indeed show internal components from a Kinzhal missile, alongside some other debris that is labeled in video as part of a Kh-55 air-launched cruise missile. So just to summarize in tongue-twister fashion, those who claim this can't be debris from a Kinzhal missile because that nose cone doesn't belong to a Kinzhal missile should know that that's not the nose cone of the Kinzhal missile, but it is nonetheless debris from a Kinzhal. So what's the final verdict here? Well, it's essential to remember that Russia relies heavily on foreign weapon sales to fund their own defense developmental programs, and as such, they have a vested interest in overstating the capabilities of their most advanced systems. And as we discussed on this channel before, it also looks a lot like Kinzhal's air-to-ground guidance system is heavily reliant on European and American hardware, making Russia's claims that it's...
Okay. So, I noticed that
Okay.
you typed in chat. This is literally consistent with what I said. Chat is retarded.
I believe so. Yeah.
But it sounds like this
You can-
guy is saying that he analyzed the footage of the thing. You said that this is a
Yeah.
warhead, but it's not just a simple warhead. It sounds like it's actually
Yeah,
an
you can
internal
look at-
component of a warhead
you can-
assembly that goes inside a Kinzhal missile.
Yeah, you can look at the diagram online. I was going to say before you cut me off. You can Google Kinjal.
No, I'm
diagram.
not.
You can see where that piece would be. It's part of the warhead.
Part of the warhead assembly that goes inside of a Kinzhal missile.
Yes.
So then it
that goes inside the Kinjal missile. No, it goes inside a missile. Right?
No. The claim in the video is that it is specific to the internal assembly of a warhead inside a Kinzhal missile.
So let me pull up something else.
An in-depth analysis of the wreckage, drawing direct comparisons to previously confirmed Kinzhal wreckage from a failed launch and public information about the Kinzhal's design. Ultimately, Tarasenko concludes that the footage does indeed show internal components from a Kinzhal missile, along
Like, it sounds like he's saying there's a warhead that goes inside, but this warhead assembly is made to plug into the inside of an
Inside
actual
some
Kinzhal missile. So we're looking at like a warhead, but the assembly around
Yeah.
it looks like it's compatible with the inside of a Kinzhal missile.
Yeah, it's compatible. Correct, but it's not exclusive to the Kinjal, right?
Oh, can you show me
It's
that?
not- It's not. That's
You
how
just hold
mount
on, no,
the
wait.
warhead.
You just made a specific claim that there are other missiles that use identical internal assembly. So I know you're only saying this because you've obviously seen evidence of that. So go ahead and link that in DGG chat.
Okay, here. It's used in. I'm linking it in. It's used in the Kinjal and other Iskander series missiles. We can look at the diagram. I'll try to find it. Missile diagram.
Okay, I'm reading this. Today, reports suggested that a Russian Kh-47M2 Kinzhal air-launched ballistic missile was shot down by air defenses over Kiev at 2:40 on May 4th for the very first time. The debris matches the unitary warhead assembly used in a Kh-47M2 and Iskander series missiles. Further imagery is required to fully confirm this type of missile, but both Iskander and Kinzhal ballistic missiles, which are regarded as extremely difficult to intercept except by modern Western AD systems that are entering service in Ukraine. We are confident in our ID. Doesn't this just affirm what I just said?
I'm trying to. It doesn't because. Did you read the tweet? You can read it again. It's not only the Kinjal. According, I'm trying to find a.
Hold on,
diagram.
wait. It's the Kinzhal and what else?
Read it again. And there's a symbol, Kinjal, and Kinjal is the KH there.
You know that the Kinzhal and the Iskander missile are the same thing, right?
Missiles. Right?
Yeah,
It's not
Iskander
only the
series
Kinjal.
missiles, but the Kinzhal missile is an Iskander series missile. It's the same. They're the same.
And there's more than one type of Iskander type series missile, right? It's not only the Kinjal.
Aren't all of those missiles hypersonic? They launch from trucks.
No, I believe Russia has 3 hypersonic weapons fielded. They're not all hypersonic. The Kinjal is
The
is
9K720
using.
Iskander is a mobile short-range ballistic missile system produced and deployed by the Russian military. They travel at a terminal hypersonic speed of Mach 6 to Mach 7.
Yeah, so by your own definition from earlier, it's not a hypersonic missile, right? It doesn't have it can't maneuver like the Kinjal.
Hold on, whoa. You just like danced to a whole other universe of argumentation.
No, I didn't.
I agree that they're not hypersonic. None of their missiles are hypersonic because
no,
Russia
the
doesn't have the
Kinjal
tech.
is-
However, the point is that this missile, if you're trying to say it wasn't a Kinzhal, it's an Iskander, that's like saying I'm not
Yeah.
driving a Mustang, I'm driving a Ford. That doesn't make any sense.
The difference, it could be from the Iskander, yeah. The difference from the Kinjal is that it can maneuver, right?
No,
The-
wait,
the
no,
idea that it can't maneuver is
stop.
conjecture from thinking
When you,
it is,
hold on, I'm going to start with Mitch. I'm going to ban you. Why do you keep talking
Yeah.
when you say something wrong? Just one thing at a
Go
time.
ahead.
The Kinzhal missile cannot maneuver. Why do you think that? Or
How
show
do
me
you know
that.
that?
Okay, can you link me something?
No, there's no footage of the
There's no
ship
evidence
working,
of
right?
that they can maneuver.
There's a claim that it can't maneuver based on the Patriots intercepting it, right? That's where the claim comes from. right? Because the claim in the video is that they tracked the missile and
Okay, so you're just
it,
going to
right?
say that they can, and there's no proof of that ever shown in the history. You're just going to trust Russian media saying that they can maneuver hypersonic missiles.
Well, I didn't rely on a single source from Russia, right? I'm literally only using evidence from that fucking CNN interview, right? It's a
None of their. No, wait, hold on. Wait, it's
just to be clear. Yeah, you've interrupted me. There's you've admitted that there's more than one missile that uses that warhead, right?
No.
Yeah.
They claim that this came from an airplane, and which would be the Kinzhal, which is the variation of the Iskander series. But even if it came from a truck, the Iskander series missile.
They didn't show it. They didn't claim it came from a fucking plane. They claimed that it resembles a bomb that can be dropped from a plane, right?
Wait, you said it was dropped from a plane?
No, you just said that Russia claimed it was shot from a plane. That's not the
I
claim.
didn't say Russia claimed it was shot from a
resembled.
plane. My understanding is that these missiles are shot from planes. If you want to say that it wasn't a Kinzhal missile, it was an Iskander series missile, it doesn't. Nothing here changes.
I'm talking about the bomb you just mentioned. That Russia said it resembles the bomb, right?
The beta bomb,
the little,
but now you agree that that's impossible. It can't be that, right?
I'm saying that Russia said that it.
Hold on, no, wait. I'm gonna keep asking the same question. You acknowledge now because initially you said it could have been that beta B bomb. That's what Russian media reported. Yeah. But now that we've looked at this more, and you linked me an account, linked me this Twitter account, and you said this was credible. This Twitter account says it's either a Kinzhal or an Iskander series missile, of which the Kinzhal is a part of the Iskander series missiles. It's an adaptation of it to be launched from planes. So it can't be a beta B because I don't think that these missiles shoot the attachments inside came from an Iskander series missile.
All I'm saying is that they didn't claim it was from a plane. I'm saying that yes, I believe it's more likely to be either Kinzhal or the other missiles that carry this than it is to be that other bomb, right?
Okay, that's fine, but the Iskander series missiles that shoot from the ground, I'm pretty sure are even more are like move even faster than the ones shot from the planes.
They can't maneuver.
None of them can maneuver.
The Kinzhal can maneuver. The idea
what
that
is your evidence for that?
Is based. There's no evidence that it can't maneuver. That's the issue. Russia claims that.
Wait, no. You would assume that it can't maneuver, not that it can. Maneuvering hypersonic missiles requires like a level of military sophistication and tech.
Do you see how annoying? Do you see how fucking annoying it is to make a claim without evidence, and then ask me to fucking disprove it? The claim that it can't maneuver is based on the conjecture that it was shot down. It's conjecture from that, right? Because it was shot down, they assume, like the other Iskander missiles, they assume that it can't maneuver. But it can maneuver because the only fucking proof that we have is this warhead.
Okay.
Or if you want to be anal about it, this
okay.
Compartment of the warhead.
I don't think it can maneuver because we know that the Iskander missiles can't maneuver.
You don't think shit. You don't have evidence of it being shot down. You don't have evidence.
Hold on, no. This weapon system that it's based off of can't maneuver. The Iskander missiles do not have hypersonic maneuverability. So why would we assume that? So the system that it's based on can't, but it's not a different system. It's literally adapted from the Iskander series.
Yeah. Yes, it's improved upon. Yeah, that's how this works. There's a platform, and they make new weapons.
I don't think you would. My guess is going to be, with my very limited knowledge of this, it's better than yours because every guess you've given me has been proven wrong, and you've admitted that, but you won't own any of it, right? Because your initial claim that it's just a warhead and it dropped from a beta B bullshit was complete bullshit.
We admit that everything is conjecture, right?
There's no.
We have this fucking rebel.
Okay, I'm curious. Would you admit that a hypersonic missile versus a hypersonically maneuverable missile, those are significantly different weapons platforms?
Yeah, I agree.
So but I don't think you would make a maneuverable hypersonic missile based off of a missile that isn't capable of hypersonic maneuvering. That would probably be an entirely different platform.
But this is but you can improve upon it, right?
No. Again, you're not just talking about an improvement. You're talking about a fundamentally different type of weapon system.
I don't agree. No, I don't agree.
With what military knowledge?
What is this? What the fuck are you basing this on?
I'm basing this off of making missiles.
Improve on the platform, like what?
Making missiles go fast is easy.
Yeah.
We've done that for 70 years. Making a missile go fast is easy. Making a missile go fast and then have maneuverability options is incredibly difficult and requires a much higher level of sophistication. It requires much different material challenges, and it requires a lot more tech. I don't know if you would base a highly sophisticated, hypersonically maneuverable missile off of a dated weapons platform that just make missile go fast.
Yeah. The issue is that you're presenting the platform as a complete piece of shit. There's no improvement to be done upon it. It's based on your knowledge. It's impossible to make it maneuver.
Okay. Well, I mean, you have no evidence, and all the evidence points to it being one of these missiles. But the whole thing is that
it points. Oh, I love it. That's admission, right? Being one of the systems,
I feel
right?
more correct than I was at the very beginning. Like, you have nothing. Like,
no, earlier you said that it was intercepted.
To be very clear at the beginning of this, let's see how good faith you are. Your initial argument was that...
The very beginning, you said that it was intercepted.
The very beginning, you said that this warhead could have come from any missile. Now you've completely walked that back to it came from an Iskander series missile, of which the Kinjal is a part of. So that's already a massive walk back. So all of these are hypersonic missiles, just not in maneuverability. So you've already walked back like 95% of your claim. Now, if you want to get him to actually debate whether this came from a Kinjal missile or a ground-launched Iskander series, I don't know if I can even begin to... I mean, we could keep digging through Twitter things to see if the Iskander missiles... Like, my guess is going to be that the Pentagon and Ukraine probably have... technology to see if shit is like flying in the air, if it's coming from a plane or not. That'd be my guess, but...
Yeah, so I'm not... I don't think it's as much as a walkback as me not being able to find some other missile. I'm willing to take this position. I'm willing to say, okay, probably either Kinjal or some other from that platform. The issue is that we don't have evidence of them shooting down a Kinjal, right? We have evidence of them shooting down these other missiles from the same platform. They never shot down a Kinjal. And they claim to shoot down fucking 6 of them in one night.
Other debris that is...
Okay.
Yeah?
I mean, as I'm looking at this video, it looks like they're matching like a lot of other parts of the debris here. I don't know how many of these are unique to the Kinjal and are different than... But like when I look at like the surfaces of this missile, you're telling me that this missile can be augmented to just magically become hypersonic?
Sorry, there's a delay on the stream. Which parts of the debris are you talking about? Because I agree on the casing of the warhead, but what other parts of the debris are you talking about?
I mean, I can't read fucking Russian or Ukrainian, so I don't know if this is unique to...
Yeah, but what the fuck are you talking about? What debris?
This guy is... Oh, this is something different, maybe.
Maybe?
Why are you acting so confident when you walk back 95% of your claim? To be clear, again, just to be clear, no. The issue is you walked in here initially saying that bomb could have come from any missile, and then you walked back any missile to, well, a missile in the exact class of missile where the one that they claimed it came from.
From the platform.
You've walked back, yes, but that platform, the claim that you're making, do you want to bet it? I'll bet 20. We'll bet a tier 4 sub, $40. I know I'm right on this. I don't think that you can augment, even with a little bit of missile knowledge I know, I don't think you can take a missile from the fucking 70s and augment it to be a hypersonically maneuverable missile. You would probably create an entirely new weapons platform. You wouldn't take something that was modified from before fucking CDs existed to all of a sudden make that. My guess is going to be the technology required for that is incredibly sophisticated.
This missile is not from the 70s, right? There has been work on trying to develop hypersonic weapons on the Soviet Union since the 80s, I believe. This is not like they're not taking some old shit and then just remixing it. Yeah, these are incremental upgrades.
These were produced from 1988.
The Kinjal was?
The Iskander ones.
Some other shit. So we mean some other shit. The platform, yeah.
The Kinjal is part of the Iskander missile series. It's that weapons platform.
It's a new model. It's a new system. Yeah, it's from the same platform, but it's new. Yeah. What about it?
Okay. So you think they do have secret hypersonic missiles? We just have no
secrets. No, they've been using it.
Well, they've been saying they have one, but
I believe.
To be clear, there's
let me
absolutely
see if
no
I can
evidence
find
that
it.
somebody could present then to you to show you that this was a Kinjal.
As I said before, if they hadn't shown anything, I would be more open to the idea. If they had shown.
Why? Wait. If they have, wait. Hold on. We've defeated. I can't. I don't.
Sir.
Oh, sorry.
This
God.
is so unfair. Unfortunately, sir.
Well, it's because you're gonna
If they
ramble.
had shown some sort of debris that matched the Kinjal and not some other missile from the same platform.
Wait. But all debris from the Kinjal would match the same platform.
That's not true. These missiles, they don't look the same. You can Google the models. The Kinjal looks very different from some other missiles from the same platform.
Hold on. 9K720 Iskander versus
So
Kinjal.
the color, the shape, the size, etc.
It looks like the exact fucking same thing to me. It's just colored different.
Oh, just the color. Again, there's a fucking delay on the stream. Can you link whatever?
I just googled the pictures, but I don't know. I'm not looking at it close up.
I don't know. It does not look the same to me. There's a picture comparing them. Go back. There's a on the far right. There's a picture comparing other models. I think. There's a trick is so fucking shit. There's like a 2-minute delay for me.
Well, we just look it up and find the picture yourself.
Yeah. Missiles. Yeah, if you think the Kinjal looks like this fucking shit right here, you're blind. It's not the same size, it's not the same color, it's not the same shape, it's not the same anything really. This is the some other bullshit. This is the Kinjal.
Did you
Yeah.
link something in chat?
Yeah, in chat.
People that can't close them losing it again. Cope it ourselves.
Does it actually look different besides the painting?
Yeah, it does. The cone shape at the end, right? The not just the painting, but where the beak is, right? There's pictures from behind also. Let me. This is one in a jet here, in chat. You can see the bottom part of it.
Okay, so they've added a bottom thing back. The rest of it kind of
Yeah,
looks the exact same to me. The rest of it looks
Yeah.
identical.
They added a new paint, something at the bottom, you're right, and the capability to maneuver. That's what makes it very
The
different from
capability
the
to
other.
okay, that you have no evidence of, right? To be clear.
Again.
Well, can you admit that you have no
the
evidence
idea
that they're
that-
hypersonically maneuverable missiles, right?
I have no evidence of them maneuvering, no.
Oh,
them
somebody said that the bottom
being
part is
shut
an
down-
aerodynamic cap that just drops off after launch because it covers the engine.
No, not literally just some fucking cap. You can see the number of feet at the bottom also, right? I don't know the word in English for this.
If anyone wondered what crashed today in Russian Stavropol region, injuring 6 firefighters, you'd be very much surprised to know that it wasn't a Ukrainian UAV, but a Russian Kinzhal missile.
It's Kinjal.
Kinjal missile. And yes, the booster or the nozzle's aerodynamic cover didn't separate from the missile upon its separation from the carrier, which would probably mean that the main engine didn't ignite. My guess would be a failed launch towards Ukraine. Next guess, MiG-31 took off from... blah, 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 flew southeast, southwest. I don't know how to pronounce that shit.
It would be very interesting if more than just the fucking warhead condom, they also had debris in it, right? Not some random shit. If they had that type of debris there, that's to me at least kind of looks like a Kinjal.
What's this down here?
Same color, similar features.
Jesus. Okay, well, so you admit that it could have been that, the US says it was that, and it's at the very least we can agree that it's part of the series of missiles. So.
Do you admit that? Yeah.
I mean, thanks. You made me feel like a million times more confident. Yeah.
You're gonna kick me again? You're gonna kick me again?
No, you can go ahead and give me your cope. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I admitted that I have no footage of the Kinjal maneuvering. There's no video. As far as I know, there's no video of this, right?
Listening to this made me an Emacs
There is
user.
no evidence of this being a Kinjal that was downed.
Okay. These. Wait, what is this
Hello?
picture?
Can you answer? What? Can you answer the question?
Completely different. Well, the evidence is that the Pentagon said it was, and it's a warhead that comes from inside this missile series.
Yeah,
but it might not have been a Kinjal. I guess it could have been it could have been an Iskander missile fired from a.
That's not my question. I didn't ask you to repeat the claim. I know who made the claim, right? America and Ukraine made the claim that they shot down a Kinjal. I'm asking you if there's any evidence of it happening. Because on the flip side, I could say that the evidence is that Russia says they can maneuver it, but I didn't say that, right? I said that there's no
I guess it could be an Iskander
happening.
missile, but regardless, they shot down one of these missiles. So yeah,
They did. Can you show the evidence?
they shot down.
of
They
this happening?
shot down an Iskander missile. Yes.
I believe that's likely. Yeah, that's probably where that came from. Yeah.
Well, the Kinjal missile is an Iskander missile. It's on the same platform, right? So
yeah,
they shot down.
Tomatoes are food. Not all food is tomatoes, right? Did you understand the comparison here?
Sure,
The Kinjal
but I
is a
mean, like,
type
we
of-
also, like,
is of
the
the
United
same
States
platform.
monitors air bases. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure we can see when planes take off. Like, but but I understand you don't trust the.
I don't understand the logic here. Can you repeat? They can watch planes go off. What does it have to do with shooting down the Kinjal?
Well, if the Pentagon is confirming that it was a Kinjal missile, it might be
They're
because
claiming
they.
that. Yeah, they're claiming it. There's no evidence.
Well, hold on, but they might have seen
evidence for it.
seen a MiG taking off from a Russian airbase and shooting the missile.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
What about it?
The Iskander is also, that is a series of hypersonic missiles, even if they're not maneuverable. But I don't think of it. Okay.
Okay, what about it? Can you admit that there's no evidence of it being shot down? There's just this fucking warhead condom that could be from another missile from the same platform.
Yes. Yeah, I can admit that. Yeah. Sure.
So there's no evidence of it being shot down.
There is evidence of an Iskander missile being shot down. Yes.
I believe that's the most likely explanation. If there's no other, and I don't have evidence for this, if there's no other missile that carries that little warhead compartment, so to speak, then it's probably from the same platform. There's no proof that it's a Kinjal, though. The difference between the Kinjal
Okay, so
and the
here's
other
a
from
question.
same
The
platform, that
Iskander.
it maneuvers.
Well, here's a question. The Iskander missiles, these aren't hypersonically maneuverable, correct?
Yeah, they just go
Hypersonic
fast,
speeds, right?
I
Why would
believe so,
Russia
yeah.
be shooting these types of missiles into Ukraine knowing it can intercept them if
Because
they're not hypersonically maneuverable?
They're not going to shoot only the best equipment that they have. They need to use other stuff.
So you're
Also,
just
right?
you're
The
gonna
Kinjal-
shoot $100,000 missiles or $1 million missiles, like knowing that they're gonna get intercepted by $50,000
They're
Patriots?
shooting. Yeah, they're also using old ass tanks with the new ass tanks, right? They
But
need to use
there's a
the
difference
equipment.
between rolling a tank into Ukraine and having it destroyed versus just shooting.
Do you realize that? Yeah, this is so fucking stupid. There's more reason to shoot the missile because you don't lose personnel, right? You're just fucking shooting a missile, then sending a tank.
These
And
missiles cost
losing a position.
$3 million. You think they're just firing these for memes?
They don't cost anything to shoot. They cost that to produce, right? To develop, to produce, to sell to other countries. To shoot, it's free. They can just shoot that shit.
You don't think there are forward
Yeah.
positions or other ways that they can employ these missiles rather than
I
just
think
shooting
they
them
have
into Kiev?
I think they have a. I think. Are you saying that they have enough Kinjals to shoot on every single position? They don't, right? They're using that to destroy important equipment. They're sending artillery of other types of artillery. elsewhere,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't. Is this video game brain? You think they're gonna shoot the best fucking missile? They're only producing the most expensive shit that they have.
No, I think that is the opposite of video game brain. I think that rather than shooting random things in random places for the lulz, I think you
It's
generally
not a
would
random
employ.
thing. It's not. No, it's not. It's
Well,
not
it seems
some
pretty
old-
retarded to shoot a
it's not-
missile that can
yeah,
be
it's not some-
intercepted by a
yeah,
missile
it's
defense
not-
system.
Yeah, you're making it seem like it's a piece of shit that there's no point in shooting it. It's still a missile, right? It's worse than the Kinjal, but they have more of it. Yeah.
What do you think
They
about
can
Russia
shoot
initially
more of it.
lying and
It's
saying it was a
cheaper to
beta B
produce.
bomb?
They said it was similar to it, right? That's what's in on.
But that was a
the
lie,
article.
right? That was a misdirection. That was a lie, right?
It does look like it, kinda, right?
I'm not
Is it
a
not?
missile. I'm not a warhead identifier. But for the people that know, it
Yeah,
seems
it
like no, it
kinda-
doesn't look like it.
Yeah, sure, I agree. It looks more like the. I've already considered this. I believe that it's more likely. That
But that's
it's
hold on.
either
That's a but to my grandma,
No,
Kanye
I-
West
I-
and
I'm
Jay Z
talking
might
about
look
for
the
unlimited
same.
ammo.
But that doesn't mean that.
I'm saying.
But I wouldn't rely on my grandma to tell her to shoot Kanye West and Jay Z.
I'm saying I don't give a shit. I'm saying I agree that it's either a Kinjal or some other missile from the same platform. That's the most likely option for me. What I'm saying is that their claim was not from some plane or that they shot this bomb. Is that it looks like it, and it kind of does. It, right?
No, it doesn't.
I don't know if by the time that they made this claim, if Ukraine had shot down a Iskander. I believe they did, but Russia could be denying it also, still.
Wow.
If they had shot down Iskander before that.
Wow.
But you agree, right? There's no evidence of it being a Kinjal. And there's no evidence of the Kinjal not being able to maneuver. Right?
I don't believe it can, but you know, who knows?
You don't. Why don't you believe it? What do you have to back that up? Not prove it, because you considered.
Because
you
the
can
pictures
prove
that
it,
we looked at, the missiles look almost
Mhm.
identical. I don't believe that the Kinjal all of a sudden has such a hyper sophisticated like guidance system or surface platforms that are allowing it to maneuver at
it's not
hypersonic
super-
speed.
No, the difference, the main difference, because none of this is public, right? The main difference is that it can maneuver.
Yeah, but
That's
to
what
do that
Russia claims.
requires like a sophisticated level of technology that the Iskander missile we know doesn't have.
It took years to develop it. Yeah.
And the missile
Mhm.
just happens to look the exact same on the outside.
It doesn't look the exact same on the outside. It has a different shape, right? It has.
No, it doesn't have a different
end to it.
shape.
Can you pull up the picture again? It does have a different shape. The older Iskander is literally bigger and it's fatter on the end of it, on the bottom of it, I guess. It's a different color. There are different features in the missile. Yeah, this is some fucking 3D render. I'm talking about the picture that I sent you from the BBC.
The one from
article.
different angles?
Yeah, this is some fucking 3D render. Fuck off. Open the article.
Can you even maneuver a missile at hypersonic speeds with just one set of fins? Can you do that?
Russia can do it. China also can, apparently.
No, like physically, is that possible?
Apparently, yeah, it is.
I'm trying to remember my time in Kerbal Space Program. Don't you
Wait,
need
when-
another
no,
set
no,
of
no,
fins?
Wait a second. This is no. Wait a fucking second. The Kinjal, you can see it in the picture here. Where is it? It's not just one set, right? There's more around here. You can see it at the bottom. There's this one is clearer. Yeah, there's it's higher resolution, I guess. You keep pulling up the same fucking 3D render. I don't know if it's the delay or
Is that
if
triggering
you're
you?
retarded. It does. Because it's probably some fucking prototype from Russia or some other shit. Because you pull it up to show it that it's the same shape, but it's not. It's some fucking.
Why do
3D
links in
render.
my chat
The
get
actual-
abbreviated? Ion, I can't click your link. I don't know why it's like putting the dot
The-
dot dot.
You can click it. You can't copy it. You can right click and copy the link.
No,
Like, right click address.
I don't think that's loading either.
Did it work? The reason we keep bringing up this fucking 3D render is that it looks like that in the 3D render. It's the same in the 3D render, but the actual system different.
Wow. Hold on. Jesus, fuck.
You do not. Is this the image that I sent? Or not? It's not loading for me either anymore. You can see it here. There's another word.
The Kinzhal air-launched missile, first unveiled in
Kinzhal.
2018, has been described by Russian state media as a uniquely capable next-generation hypersonic weapon capable of penetrating any and all enemy air defense systems and hit London in 9 minutes. Hypersonic weapons are generally defined as long-range maneuvering, air-breathing systems that travel in excess of Mach 5. The Kinzhal is reported to have a range of around 1,500 kilometers, 930 miles, which is relatively short for a hypersonic missile, especially when benefiting from the increased range that comes from being launched from an aircraft. For context, the U.S. Army's long-range hypersonic weapon currently in development has a planned unclassified range of 1,725 miles. Hypersonic missiles typically employ a scramjet engine or some other advanced propulsion to allow for maneuverability while maintaining hypersonic speed. The Kinzhal instead uses a solid fuel rocket engine, likely derived from the SS-26 Iskander, which, like most solid rockets, likely can't be shut down or throttled in flight. Once the rocket motor is burnt out, the missile then coasts to its target. This raises significant doubts about whether the Kinzhal can actually maintain a sustained speed of Mach 10 throughout its flight, as Russians have claimed. Air resistance would slow the Kinzhal down just as it reaches its most critical terminal stage of its attack, leaving it vulnerable to interception. This propulsion method and meager reaction control systems, along with the sheer mass of the missile, approximately 1,000 kilograms, raises questions about its actual agility and maneuvering capabilities. The missile is not capable of making sharp turns or rapid changes in direction, which is a critical aspect that makes hypersonic weapons so potentially difficult to intercept. In terms of maneuverability, the Kinzhal is more akin to a giant lawn dart loaded with explosives. What do you think about this guy's analysis?
Yeah, it sounds like there's doubts about the Russian claims, but there's no evidence of it being shot down, right? There's, I believe there's evidence of the other Iskanders being shot down. I think so. I can't bring it up. I think Ukraine has shot down other Iskanders, but no Kinzhal so far, right? There's claims of it, I guess. In chat, Destiny, NATO agrees with you. That's very interesting.
He laughs as he sucks off all RT state media and claims that everything from the West is a lie. That's so fucking ironic.
Yeah, the irony here is that you're quoting Russian media, right? You're quoting some fucking bomb that they claim it was. I'm quoting CNN, right? The guy calling it a fucking missile, showing just the warhead, yeah? Not showing any debris from
a
the
warhead
Kinzhal.
that initially you said could have come from any missile that now you acknowledge comes from the weapons
I believe
platform.
so, but I'm willing, since I can't find diagrams for other types of platforms, that it's probably either a Iskander, Iskander missile, or a Kinzhal.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go with the mainstream opinion that it was probably a Kinzhal. Seems like every other expert analysis seems to agree with that. You can claim that it was from a similar platform, but not one, but okay.
But again, just to close this off, there is no evidence that it is a
That is
Kinzhal.
correct. The Pentagon has not declassified the fucking radar systems that have shown up, but I'm going to go by what they've said, and I'm going to go by the fact that the warhead systems seem to come from inside.
It's very hard to declassify something that didn't exist, right?
Uh-huh.
They didn't detect anything. Yeah? Because...
What do you mean they didn't detect anything?
Isn't? Because they didn't shoot down the Kinzhal. You're saying that there's some fucking classified report where it shows how they shot down the.
I'm
King
saying
Kong,
my guess is we
right?
probably know every single Russian jet that takes off from any airport, and that's probably
That's
reported.
the issue, right? It's conjecture, it's guess, it just.
Wait, you think what I just said is a
interest,
guess?
Despite not having any evidence for it.
You don't think we know every single MiG that's in the air, like in or near Ukraine?
These are yeah. I'm willing to say that you probably can see most of them. Yeah, probably all of them.
What do you think there are
difficult,
secret
but-
airports
but
that we
okay,
don't know about?
this is-
Do you think they just fly at night when we're
No,
asleep?
Again, I'm willing to for this conversation to say yeah, probably you can see all the planes, sure. But what about it? Well, how does this change the Kinjal claim having no evidence? Nothing. You can see the missile. Okay, can you shoot it down? Yes. No. Can you prove that it was shot down?
Okay.
Yes. No. You can't.
Gotcha. Anything else?
Nothing else.
Okay.
The issue is that you claim that they shot down a Kinjal. There's no evidence. You claim that.
Well, the Ukrainians claim they
maybe
shot down a Kinjal
the-
and they took a
the
warhead
second-
out of the missile
the-
that matches what would be in a Kinjal. That's what the claim is. So yeah.
The second part of that shit, Rage, was claiming that maybe Russia doesn't have nukes anymore. They don't even work. I know where that comes from, and there's also no evidence of that. It's all conjecture.
What do you think that comes from?
It comes, I believe it, if I remember right, I believe it's from last year or start of this year. It comes from a retired British military person speaking on some TV thing, and there's a article on it online.
Oh, okay, I don't know. My understanding is that a nuclear weapons arsenal is expensive to maintain, that they require like
British?
upkeep and maintenance,
Yeah.
and that it seems like every single other part of the Russian military is dramatically underperforming. And if that's the case, it wouldn't be
Underperforming, that's not true actually, right? Ukraine has been trying to do the counteroffensive for 2 fucking months, and they have barely any gains to show, right?
That
They're
is
taking
correct. The
some land and-
Ukrainian counteroffensive. We're talking today about a Ukrainian counteroffensive. A year ago, we were talking about Kiev falling in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Do you know who made that claim?
Putin?
U.S. officials said that, right?
Wait, so you,
The-
okay,
I believe-
never mind.
I believe it was,
wait, let me just hear. So
US
you don't think
generals that
Russia
said it.
thought that the war was going to be over in a couple weeks?
I believe that they thought that, yeah, and they were wrong because there was aid from NATO countries, right?
They were just
I think
wrong because
it-
of aid from NATO countries. You don't think that
I
the
think-
way that
I
they
think
managed the initial
I think
invasion
I
was
think the aid boosted a lot, right? They could do way more.
no, I don't think so.
I'm not saying it's the only factor. I didn't say that, but
I don't even think it's
helped
the
a lot.
primary factor. I think all of the military analysis
That's
has shown that
crazy.
the Russian military is dramatically underprepared.
Well,
They've gotten their
the-
shit together as
yeah.
the war has gone on, but initially they were dramatically underprepared. The maintenance on their
Yeah.
vehicles was horrible. They didn't have all of their, I don't know what you call the units, the brigades or whatever. They didn't have enough people manning the different types of units that
Yeah.
they were running. That
According
everything.
to Ukraine,
What?
right? According to Ukraine.
No,
Oh,
according to U.S. military
NATO?
analyst, who was the Chapman
of
guy?
course.
What do you mean, of
Yeah,
course?
of course. I mean that the claim comes from Ukraine and those fighting on the side of
No,
Ukraine,
it does.
right?
It comes from retrospective analysis of
The
people
US
that
is
are.
not on the side of Ukraine. That's funny.
Why would you? Okay, never mind. Hold on. You're actually right. They were completely prepared, but Ukrainian super soldiers that are getting the Captain America serum, I managed to fight back a fully equipped and prepared
No,
Russian
the-
military. Like, wait, hold on. The counter argument you're making
No,
doesn't even make
that's not
sense.
the-
No. Hold on. There are two options. Either one, the Russian military was exactly as they expected it to be, but holy fuck, it was literally a Hallmark movie as Ukrainian soldiers fought for their lives and managed to hold
No.
off the second most fearsome military in the
That's
world,
really
or
stupid.
they were dramatically underprepared. Like,
Yeah, this is not a movie. The only two options are not total failure and total fucking brutality. Russia wins everything, right? Ukraine could take back a lot of the land, right?
we're not talking about Ukraine
took
could
it
take back. We're talking about why they didn't win in 2 weeks. And it was because the military was not where
Because-
Putin thought it was.
Sure. Okay. They believed they were way weaker. They weren't. Sure. What I'm trying to say is that regardless of what happened a year ago, the facts on the ground right now is that Ukraine is trying to do a counteroffensive for 2 months, and they haven't done shit other than get blown up. Right?
Sure,
They haven't
it's difficult.
achieved
Yeah, I don't
anything.
deny that. Yeah.
Difficult is is one way to put it, because while Ukraine is taking some single-digit gains here and there, Russia is also taking land, right?
Has Russia lost land or gained land in the past year?
In the past year, they have lost.
Okay.
If you count,
so the war is
if you count,
grinding on the
yeah,
borders. Do you
count,
think that a year ago, do you think a year and a half ago, do you think
the
Russia
issue-
was planning
yeah.
on like grinding borders with Ukraine? Do you think that was the expectation?
Yeah. When did this war start exactly? Can you remind me? When did this war start? Was it
I don't remember. Was it like March of
last
last
year?
year? I don't fucking remember.
last year? The war started last year.
Oh fuck, I don't even remember when the
What
initial
about the
invasion was.
war in Donbass? So, Ukraine hasn't controlled the a lot of
February.
the
Oh my
Eastern-
god, I was actually
Eastern
way closer. Why are
republics.
you making me sound stupid? Wait, did you have any idea when it started? Wait, what?
In 2014, that's what I said. The invasion of Russia started in last year, right? But Ukraine hasn't controlled the most parts of the Eastern republics since 2014.
Okay.
You can only say that Russia lost land in a year if you consider the
My
war
understanding is
starting last
Russia
year,
gained
but
a lot of land, and then Russia lost a lot of land in the past year.
No, I don't think any of those is true, because
Places
Ukraine
like
didn't-
Bucha
didn't-
or Mariupol, wait, none of these places have been lost and reclaimed? Am I just wrong? Do I need to go look at a map? Am I just making all of that up?
I missed it. Hello?
What? Am I just making shit up? Did they not have like basically like the land bridge to Crimea? Did they not have? Were they not like owning like a ton of these cities that they've since been like moved back to?
What? They've been moved back from Crimea? What?
Are you even listening to what I'm saying?
Not really. Repeat it.
Okay, never mind. I don't know. I
No,
have to. I
the-
have to. I gotta
Crimea-
do like all my other reading because especially after
Crimea-
the missile thing, like you lie about every single thing you say. So I have to like.
Cri-
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Russia has lost ground that they'd gotten over the past year to Ukraine. I didn't say they lost Crimea. I don't think they lost Crimea.
They didn't lose the land bridge either. The Eastern republics were controlled by Russian aligned forces since 2014.
Do you think that Russia is going to win this conflict?
Last year, I believe so.
Do you think they're going to maintain control of the Donbass?
The Eastern republics, the Eastern regions that they annexed, plus Crimea.
Okay, we'll see. I think they're going to lose the Donbass. I don't know about Crimea, but all right.
When do you see it ending?
Depends on how long it takes Ukraine to coordinate their forces.
So until they take the Eastern regions?
I don't know what will happen with Crimea after that, but I think there's probably going to be some level where Ukraine learns how to coordinate.
Not Crimea, the Eastern republics.
Yes, Donetsk and Luhansk.
Yeah, DPR and the LPR.
Yes,
Do they have enough men to do that?
I think they're going to get a lot of resources from the Western world, and I think they can get armed and more resources, probably more than Russia can. And I think that the morale for Russia is going to be way lower than the morale for Ukraine, depending on who else tries to coup Putin in the next 6 months.
Isn't that draining up? Kinda.
Isn't that what?
The US ran out of shells to send to Ukraine, right?
Are we manufacturing more shells?
They're saying where?
Hold
South
on, I'm
Korea
sorry,
produces-
just to be clear, I'm sorry, it's hard to hear you when you're throating Putin. You think the entire Western world doesn't have the manufacturing capability that Russia does when it comes to shells?
I'm saying that on that part, yeah, Russia has advantage on shells. The US
Is shells the
really
only
cannot-
thing that matters? Is that the majority of like the weapons that are even being used?
Is there a reason why you're moving away from shells?
I don't know why you
said
brought
that-
up shells as the single point of like isn't
Yes,
Russia known as
it's-
having like an artillery based military? Like isn't that like the whole point is they might have more shell? Is that like the most important thing we're talking about?
There are more events in artillery. That's why they have hypersonic weapons.
Okay, so the F-16s and the F-22s, those aren't a worry for Russia to deal with as Ukrainian pilots get trained on those systems.
Can you repeat it?
F-16s and F-22s and Ukrainian pilots being trained on these jets that are going to be shipped over. That stuff doesn't matter. It's the shells that mattered.
Maybe I missed something. Are they being trained right now? Or are there some agreements to start?
Are there not Ukrainian pilots in the U.S. that are training on those platforms now? Am I wrong?
On the US, I don't believe so. I think they were having agreements to be trained in European countries, not in the US.
Oh, now the
F-22s
F-22s is the F-16s? Okay.
No, the F-16, I also think not. They're not being trained in the US. I think it's in.
I don't know if they're being
European
trained in the
countries.
US or not, but I'm pretty sure they're being trained
That's
for.
what you said, right? What the fuck? You asked, are they
My-
being
I'm
trained in
sorry.
the US?
My
They're not.
bad. I mean the West is what I should say.
In EU countries, yeah.
Okay, have fun. Holy shit. I don't understand how I have tanky fans. Okay, I'm sleeping. It's fucking late for me. Can we watch a video to see if Vim thinks it's a Kinjal naval drone hits a ship just posted an hour ago? Footage of the Ukrainian USV hitting the Russian Ropuka class LST. Jesus. Scroll down for the aftermath. Oh no, what is this? Operation was reportedly a joint SBU Ukrainian Navy activity. USV carried a 450 kilogram warhead. Oof. Russian hypersonic missile scientists are arrested on treason charges. The Kremlin said Wednesday that 3 scientists face very serious accusations after a rare public outcry that comes as Ukraine claimed it had shot down many of the missiles. Once touted as unstoppable, the program faces growing domestic fallout from treason charges against 3 scientists who worked on the technology, just as Kiev claims its U.S.-supplied air defense systems have been able to shoot down many of the missiles. The Kremlin said Wednesday that the scientists face very serious accusations of a rare public outcry of a wartime crackdown that has fueled a growing sense of unease across Russian society. In an open letter criticizing the arrest publicly published Monday, colleagues of the 3 academics in hypersonic technology warned that Russia's research on the subject faces impending collapse. What, can't they just say that it wasn't a Kinjal missile or whatever? Shouldn't they do the... The Institute released an open letter in support of Maslov after he was arrested in June for what is said was high treason. So what this week? Damn. I saw those HIMARS on the beach or whatever. Jeez. Okay. Alright, I'm sleeping. Rip. Good night. See you next time, bucko.